What's up, guys? It is unfortunately Sunday, and I had a whole bunch of cool footage this week for the vlog, but I had a brain dead moment this morning before heading into Fredericton to film some of the new parts of the Fredericton Marathon course, and I deleted everything on my memory card. So we don't have any of the cool footage from this week. Like Monday, I was in St. John at the Irving Nature Park. I filmed some of that. Had a good workout with Tom. We did a moose fartlek and went into Fredericton on Thursday for a film screening with Kelsey and Adam, and they did the Trails in Motion. Lost that, and also had a little bit of footage from my other run this week, but oh, it's all down the drain now. But anyway, it happens. And this is going to be kind of a long video anyway because I have so much footage from the course. So it's me with Mark Hemmings, and we kind of just bike the new part of the course if you haven't seen it yet. And I have a whole bunch of the old course as well, just to kind of cut up a little bit more than the footage of the new part. So yeah, check it out, scrub through it. Obviously don't have to watch it all, just kind of skim through and see the different parts of the course if you've never been or if you haven't seen the new part. And we'll see you guys next week. 1 week from the marathon. Can't believe it. Okay, we'll see you later. Peace. All right, so we are here. I'm talking to my GoPro right now, Mark.
Oh.
Doing a little recon.
Yep.
For the Fredericton Marathon next weekend. Yeah, recce.
Yeah.
Which usually happens on trail races, but we're recceing the new course for Fredericton because it's the first year they made a big change. And we're at the start line, which will be the start line next weekend. And yeah, we're just gonna bike it.
Yeah, and also what I'm sort of testing out is the Garmin Pace Pro.
Oh, yeah.
I tried it last time on the marathon, and I probably didn't program it right. It was a big mess. I just gave up. So I'm going to see if it works this time, and Colin and I are going to actually go at marathon pace for a little bit just to make sure that the watch works, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this is great. Sounds good.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. And we're off.
This is going to be painfully slow.
Yeah, we're starting out slow because we're going at a pace where Mark will be running. And us. We'll be all going a little quicker to begin. I love this part of the race though. Everyone's packed in tight.
And it's nice going through these colored houses.
Oh yeah.
It's a great way to start.
Yeah. Yeah, all these old Victorian style houses in Fredericton are so nice. I'm curious to see how long the GoPro will last. I brought an extra battery, but...
Oh yeah. Now if it says overall behind, and then it's plus 31 seconds, I wonder if that means I'm going too fast or too slow.
Overall behind, plus 31 seconds. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we could run faster than what we were just going.
Yeah, it looks like I started out too slow.
Right.
Okay. I understand now.
Okay. Now I'm tracking it on my Garmin. I don't know if you can see that on the GoPro, but so we'll have an idea of each kilometer and stuff.
Do we go straight through, Colin?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah. On race day. Take a left up here, and they got it all blocked off for us the day of, which is much nicer.
Well, it does give me turn by turn.
Nice. So we'll definitely know where we're going. Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, this is a good experiment.
Yeah.
Have you been into that cafe yet?
No, I don't think so. Nice.
Yeah.
Isaac's Way, one of my favorite restaurants. We should take a right up here.
Okay. When you get up here, Colin.
Yeah. We do run the road during the marathon. Because it's all blocked off for us, but so we could just cruise up onto the bridge.
Wow, 4:20 pace is pretty quick. It's a little discouraging.
The day of the marathon is a different, you got a different vibe, different energy.
So it looks like my slow start, we're just behind by 18 seconds, so I'm gonna go a bit quicker.
Okay. So like I said, we're taking the bike path right now, but normally we'd be up on the road. Some cool artwork.
Do you know what are we allowed on this bridge?
I'm assuming because we're cyclists.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Might get honked at. So I think this is going to be where the new course, or the new part of the course happens. I think instead of taking a right up here, we're going to take a left. But we'll see, because Mark has the right directions going on. So we're taking a, are we taking a left up here?
Yeah.
Is that the change? Yeah. And it's pretty quickly onto a trail though, right?
Yeah,
So,
right.
to go right first?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think it's a left, yeah. This is when Sam was living up in Freddie last, she lived up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So normally we would go left or right here, I think. Onto that.
So there should be a trail up here.
Okay. Or yeah, that's not the trail. Maybe this is. Oh,
So it says that.
oh right here. So it must go left here,
There we
or
go, yeah.
right?
That's right. Yeah, turn left.
Okay. So normally the old course you'd go right, but now we go about 8K out this way, maybe a little less than that.
Yeah.
And Donna Matter, the runner here from, or the triathlete from Fredericton, she does a lot of coaching. She told me that she thinks the race is going to be a lot faster this year
Well, it could be.
because this is all paved.
Yeah, exactly.
So you get like the first half is basically all paved,
Yeah.
because normally you'd be on a bit of that blue crust gravel pretty quickly, which it never really felt that much slower because it's so packed down,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it's a factor.
Yeah. That's true. I think it'll be interesting to see if my watch tells us to stop and then flip back the exact opposite way.
Right. And all the years I was up in Fredericton, I've never came out this way
Huh, yeah.
on the trail.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind just trying to call me back one more time, and if it doesn't work, don't worry about it. Anyway, we're not too far from the first transfer from it. Wonderful. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Can you see how many kilometers in you are?
Yeah, we are. No, I can't.
I have just over 3.
Okay.
I'm just curious if we were the same.
Yeah. So what I did, Colin, is I have my gels in Ziploc baggies,
Yeah.
3 per Ziploc, and on marker I wrote down number 1 and number 2.
Okay.
And if you want to do the same, just give them to Aaron and.
Okay. Sounds good. Is Aaron gonna have water fluid for you too?
I don't. No, I don't need that.
You're just
I'll
gonna take water stations?
Just Gatorade at the stations.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been on a bike. I like it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, it is fun.
So this Pace Pro, asks me if I want to take the uphills a little bit easier, and if I do, which I do,
Yeah.
it calculates downhills for me to go faster. To make
Okay, no way. Yeah.
So it's pretty clever. It knows the, I guess, the altitude of every inch of the trail.
Right.
In the road.
Yeah, I was in a group chat with someone last year who was running, and they were talking about using that as well.
Yeah.
Does it kind of notify you if you get out of your pace
so far,
ranges?
That's what I've been trying to. There's no notification. I guess I just have to keep looking at it.
Okay.
So right now it says that we're overall ahead by 8 seconds.
Oh wow. Well, that's not too bad, eh?
That doesn't. I don't know if that's accurate. Like, are we running this fast?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, yesterday I ran about 7 kilometers at my marathon pace.
Yeah.
And I was like running by people walking, and it felt like I was on a full-on sprint, man. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it's quicker than you think.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. You can do it. Keep learning.
Pretty cute.
That's a good big brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're getting close to. So we're at 4 seconds ahead now, and we can just slow down just a touch.
Okay.
And get down to the actual pace here.
Almost 4K in.
Okay, that's perfect. We're completely on track, or at least for me,
Yeah.
to my pace. Okay, so Colin, now that I know that the watch works, I understand it, we can speed up.
We can get, okay. Sounds good. It's 4K. Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you could bring your chest mount.
Oh yeah.
But then I forgot that I had all these like sticky mounts from like the few GoPros I've had, and I never really used them, so just looked up how bikers or cyclists use them, and some of them stick them underneath their little beak here, so I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. So this is a little downhill.
It is.
A little slight downhill.
We'll enjoy it.
Yeah, you got to come back up it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calculating total ascent here on my watch too. I can see, so not a lot of climbing in Fredericton, but this is actually will be a bit more of a hill than other spots.
Yeah. So what is your plan for nutrition?
I just got the gels that I like in Huma, the chia seed ones.
Yeah, good.
I just find those easy to take.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring 10. Last year I think I had like 8 or 10.
Yes.
So I'll probably do the same.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm hungry, and if I'm not hungry, I'll still take them every like 6 to 7K.
Yeah. I have exactly 10 as well.
Yeah. What, Morton?
I have a mix actually.
Yeah.
The couple Mortons, some Power Bar, and also what's that brand from Europe? It's
You can get them around here?
can't get them here.
Okay.
It'll come to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, just 3 different ones each hour to mix it up.
Yeah. Caffeinated?
One of each, yeah, one of them is per hour. Plus,
Yeah.
I also have, if I need a caffeine pill,
Yeah.
I probably won't need it.
Yeah. You do salt pills?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys staying up here the night before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, I got a little cool Airbnb right downtown.
Good.
Yeah, I can just run over to the start line.
Yeah.
Man, this is even more downhill. This is crazy. It'd be a bit of a climb back out.
Yeah.
$5K in.
5K in.
Right, yeah.
Straight through?
Yeah, straight through is from what I remember.
Yeah, I think a really good value of this course is that you won't be encountering too much wind
Yeah,
because of all the trees.
yeah. Even when I saw that they changed the course, I was kind of thinking, oh man, that's going to be more by the water, but you're still kind of up from the river
Yeah.
on this part.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
So this is part of the river where Aaron is going to hope. Oh, there she is there.
Yeah.
So to be able to get some really cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. And we're back.
Very
Oh yeah.
pretty place in there, isn't it?
Yeah. Aside from the trash. Yeah.
So does your Strava tell us where to turn around up here?
It will if I look. It's not
Yeah.
like I thought it was going to give me like vocal notifications, but
yeah,
it's not.
Let's see if this tells us.
Okay.
Hopefully it will. Hello.
Thanks.
Okay. Another thing that's nice about this new trail is that the crushing boredom of being on a normal suburban street, which is boring, is gonna be much lessened because this is quite beautiful.
Yeah, it feels more like trail running actually,
Yeah.
but you're just able to give her on a paved road.
Yeah.
It's this whole trail system in Fredericton is really nice.
Yeah. And none of those killer Prince Edward Island hills. You know, you think of Prince Edward Island as not too hilly, but for the marathon route, it's really quite tough at that pace.
Did you do that one last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. You did that and Freddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
And Moncton.
Yeah.
I did all 3 last year.
And Case 100 miler.
Yeah.
And what did you do at Looney Loops? 100K?
Yes.
Jeez, you had a big year.
Yeah, it was.
So almost 6K in.
Come on, okay, we can speed up a little bit more.
I need Yeah, I need to get a bell. Yeah, there's a couple little offshoots, eh? I'm trying to remember the street name that we turn around at.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't think of it. But we're still only almost 7K in, so I'm assuming it's like close to 10K because it's on the way back is halfway, right? When you get back there.
Yeah, in junior high, which might have been before you were born, I had an Italian Colnago racing bike. It was this beautiful pinkish orange.
Nice.
Which was popular color
Yeah.
back then. And, oh, I loved it. So anyway, I was shocked and surprised when I went on the Colnago website that they still sell it. But it's a brand new retro.
Must be a popular. You weren't the only one who loved it then.
Yeah, exactly.
If they brought it back.
Yeah.
What happened to your original one?
I sold it in order to get a windsurfer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I love windsurfing.
You still do that?
No,
Yeah.
no. Man, that's the ultimate feeling of speed.
Can you do that in St. John?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Casey Fredericton Marathon.
Right.
Can we stop here? Right here. Can we check your model?
Yeah. Sunset rings a bell. Looks like we keep going and the turnaround's a little bit further up.
Okay. Excellent.
Where's the trail though? Oh, right there. Yeah. And back on trail.
Et en 2003, dans un show en été, sous mes couches de mascara, je t'avais remarqué. Et tant d'années plus tard, je t'ai vu et j'ai pensé aller à ta rencontre, voir si tu as du temps à m'accorder. Mais toi, tu ne sais pas que je t'aurais tout donné le jour où, dans tes lunettes, mon regard s'est plongé. Et toi, tu ne sais pas que je voudrais bien de toi. C'est bien triste, ce sera pour cette chanson seulement. Les branches tombent sur le sol et rien ne peut changer dans mes rêves préconçus. Je me suis laissée.
So do you prefer a cold day, the marathon?
I don't know, I guess. I love the heat, but I guess it would be probably better if it was cool, eh?
I love the Fredericton Marathon timing because I'm shivering with cold in the morning.
Yeah,
And then it's just really, really nice the rest of the way.
yeah. The last few years we've been lucky with weather.
Yeah.
So 8K in. It's probably getting close to turn around, but want to check again here soon, or?
Yes.
So the Riverside or Northside Trail sign, we are Ruby.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, still go.
okay.
Yeah, another little ways.
Do you know the street name?
Let's see, we're Ruby. Looks like around Pearl or Diamond.
That's right, Pearl.
Pearl, yeah. Or Diamond Street.
Back at it again. Yo, my mind gone like the top of the bands. Yeah. Yo, we coming live from the jungle where no trees grow. Well, men are taking dreams, go on smash them like casinos. Beat this sound in primo. Gorillas rocking Eagle, got an army to recruit with my raps. They call me Dilla, but my pops from a different slum village with the rust ceiling. Breakfast on the plate, no eggs and cheddar grilling on the skillet. Will it taste a little sweeter with swine? A bottle in the cellar, chilling, getting sweeter with time. As I let the paint drip up on the highway, park the white walls, sitting sideways. Women in my driveway, rap names sounding like a phantom on the road car. Shit that I was whipping made your shit look like a go-kart. We go far with no guard, so solely idols and artifacts. All the rap got you thinking how the hell he off of that. But this ain't God-given, it's God spitting. So my vision is similar to Bible if it's not written. Yo, I forgot that last shit. It's that line here. It's where I go about how I got shake of our gats, but also John Lennon glasses and light-skinned women with some Puerto Rican asses.
Okay.
Ask me, do I get it? I get it, I'm Gotti. I probably look a little iller if I
Check it
tatted
out.
my body, but love my mocha chocolate skin tone. Kinda look at red bone, make them wanna spit that Chucky D up on the megaphone. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell him. I mean, it's just like, ain't get no better. It's just how it is. How it will be. Who wanna tango? Who wanna tango? Let's talk that, man. Ice. Let's got one, man. Yeah. Let's talk, yo, I wanna know who wanna tango. Wanna kill the clones, then you gotta kill the Django. Go with Django on your plantations, mind racing like a bullet. Guru in the dojo with katanas in the full clip. Yeah, so this is my millennium. Intel is oracle, your intel is Pentium at best. Rest,
Yeah, the signage is great too. Tells you what street you're on.
Spinning like a spree well. New Knickerbocker knocking at the Casablanca. Switching in the caddy, Pippa seeing who be leaning proper. Copping the slang from the popular names. Doesn't mean they gon' give you daps. Who them guns
9K in.
I'm Oswald, the game is John Kennedy. Lame chicken their names trying to out-enemy me. I'm like, motherfucker, you out of your damn mind on the chair.
9K?
You out of your damn time.
This Garmin recording is set for running. It's gonna look pretty impressive.
You'll have the course record on the Fredericton Marathon route. All right, so this is Pearl. Your route has us going a little bit further.
Okay, well,
And it turns around a little past Pearl. Makes sense to me that it would be closer to 10K.
right.
Like this little Pearl Street's just a subdivision that comes out.
Yeah.
So your map has it at the end. Thanks. Hey. So we switched over to the dirt there on Pearl. We're still on Pearl. So Diamond is like,
Okay.
kind of looks like where you turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna check my.
Hi. Little cemetery. R.I.P. to the homies. So this is Diamond. Ah, yes. This has got to be it.
Okay, Colin. Here's our turnaround spot.
Yeah. Okay, and it's just about 10K in. I got 9.9 on my Garmin. So that's probably right.
I think we're good, so we can just roll back as fast as we need.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, okay.
I was telling Tom and Sasha when we did the pod, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go film the whole route. And we were like, this is gonna be the most boring video ever. But then I would watch it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's other people that would want to see.
Yeah.
You must have watched Free Solo, eh?
Yes.
God, one of the most epic documentaries of all time.
Yeah, I always feel some degree of nervousness when I'm at a cliff face.
Yeah.
And you can feel that in the documentary.
Oh my God, they do such a good job.
Yeah.
Jimmy Chin,
Yes.
the photographer, videographer, and like even if you know that he's like he makes it,
Yeah.
but you still like feel sick for him.
That's right.
Yeah. And they interviewed Jimmy and he's talking about, yeah, it's like I'm filming this thinking like I might have to watch my friend die.
Oh, I know.
You know, it's awful.
Yeah.
But amazing. All right, so we're back on the regular route here, right?
Yep.
I think that was a street.
Yeah. We got some people training.
Yeah, they're getting ready.
Hello. Okay.
And we're 17K in. Yeah. Oh yeah, this wouldn't be the turnaround to go back. We would. Yeah, what did your watch say on at the end there?
13 or something?
Did it tell you to turn around?
Well, it kind of did through just the map had the end. It didn't tell me to turn around.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I had to see that little red dot stop or red line stop.
Okay. Oh yeah, everyone's stopping. They're so nice.
It is nice.
Thank you. I've noticed the people on the trail are very friendly too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
Fredericton's a great city, but
Yeah. And this is part of the Trans-Canada Trail, I think.
yeah, I saw a couple signs. All right, so if you made it this far in the video, at the halfway point here we're almost at, which is around 20K, you would normally head back this way and do right to the start line and do a turnaround and come right back out, and then you would take this right where we're heading right now. So it's very straightforward race day. There's tons of people out here. And I love this part of Fredericton. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I love this part of the marathon. There's a couple little bridges you head over, and you do like a nice little section in the woods, and Yeah, it's just a fun part of the marathon. A little different from your typical marathons that you would run in the cities.
Go on this one, right?
Yeah. And this is where we switched to the crushed gravel for a bit. Ooh, pothole.
The first time I used plated shoes, which was actually only like a half year ago.
Yeah.
I tried them on and I was thinking, like, this must be what like wearing high heels is like. They're so unstable.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're built for straight ahead and that's it.
Right. Even on little turns,
Yeah.
marathon day, it's a little sketchy.
Yeah, exactly.
For a double check. Yeah, we're taking a left.
Okay.
Up further.
Okay.
I actually love this part of the marathon. You kind of feel like you're trail running.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it is nice that you don't have to backtrack, like you don't have to come through here a second time again.
That's exactly
You know?
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the new route.
Yeah. We're just coming out of a big long stretch of the crushed gravel trail here that's just kind of straightforward. And coming up around probably 26-27k, and here, like, I think I usually come out onto the road like right here where it's nice and flat. You can hop up on the sidewalk too, but we're back on the streets and off the trail system for a moment. Mark turned around, by the way, so he's heading back to return his bike rental. All right, and this is where you turn left, and it's actually cleaned up here from last year. This was still all under construction, so it was honestly a little sketchy at times, but smooth sailing now. I think yeah, probably 27k in to the race. And there's a ton of people here, race day, and you take a right and back onto some crushed gravel. Right here there's usually a big line of porta potties, and because people can access this road you get a lot of supporters in this area right across that bridge. And a bunch of aid stations right here as well. Cool little library. Oftentimes there's people right out on the deck here cheering people on, right on this road. But yeah, you can see how the crushed gravel may be a factor, especially if it's a wet day. It's kind of sticky and potentially kind of muddy. But you get a view of the river here, which is nice. Hi. And this part is just an out and back until we head back to that area by the bridge. But yeah, really nice little trail system they have here. And I'll start filming again here on the turnaround spot. Alright, so this is the old halfway kind of turnaround spot. I just want to double check. Yeah, so this time we do go over the bridge. As you can see here. And at this point of the race, you're almost 30K in. So you're coming up. So you're coming up. Oops. There we go. So you're coming up on the so-called wall that people hit. I don't believe in it, but yeah, really, once you hit the turnaround, it's 12K to go. 12K, that's nothing. It's like a nice easy run. But you can see this terrain. Not your typical marathon terrain. And this long stretch can be daunting. Especially if you end up getting like kind of stuck by yourself for a while. But the good thing about these long stretches, I found the last few years that I've ran this, is if you're feeling good, you can see people and try to chase them down a little bit on the second half, on the way back, I should say. Okay, I'll see you at the turnaround point. All right, so I just zoomed by these pink markers, and it lines up perfectly with Mark's route here. So this would be the turnaround point. There'll be a few people here usually, and like a little thing to, like a cement block to run around, I think sometimes, or just a sign. But yeah, now the cool thing mentally about this part of the race is it's pretty much a straight shot back to the finish line until you take a little bit of a right where the big crowd is and the bleachers and stuff. Yeah, 10-11K I think. Back to the finish. We're almost 30K in on my watch, but because Mark didn't want to go back to the spot where we turn around, I think we're about 2 kilometers off the actual route. But I'll take you through that little turnaround spot halfway just to show you where to go if you're watching this and you've never ran Fredericton. Yeah, I'll probably just turn the GoPro back on here a little bit further up, because it's basically crushed gravel until you hit the bridge that we came across earlier. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Just wanted to show you guys the little dips here in the trail are causing some big puddles, so you know, hopefully this is dried up by race day. But I remember, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, it looked like they had laid down some fresh blue gravel over some of these divots that may be causing the puddles. But the problem with that was they were hard to run through because they weren't packed down. So it was almost be better just to charge through some of the puddles maybe than run through the crushed gravel, or the loose gravel. But we'll see. It's not a huge section, so shouldn't be slowing anyone down too much. But yeah, just I don't know if you can see that cottage through the trees, but man, that looks cool. Yeah, just a beautiful trail, and a selling point for moving and living in Fredericton. For me anyway, this would be definitely a huge bonus about living in the city. Okay, I'll see ya when we get back on the paved road, or paved trail. All right, so we're back to the spot here where there'll be a big crowd and aid stations, porta potties. And you're really on the home stretch here. And it's very encouraging coming off the crushed gravel. And yeah, tons of people here usually. But you come off the crushed gravel, so that's where it came from, but onto the paved road again. And oh, that guy's having fun. And then have about 8 kilometers to go. So at this point, if you got any gas left, good time to kind of turn it on, or maybe you're just hanging by a thread. mentally battling with yourself, thinking 8K, I'm 34K down, 8K to go, can I do this? Maybe not. My legs are burning. I'm on the verge of cramping all over my body. But guess what? You can do it. Little road crossing here. Usually have the police. It's funny the police just came by there because usually they're here for us to stop traffic. You're back on track. Usually on the back end here, if you're lucky enough not to be cramping, which usually is the minority of people, you're gonna pass quite a few people here struggling these last few kilometers, and you just hope that it's not you. But the marathon is just that, a marathon. You never know what's going to happen. You just prepare the best you can and just hope for the best and have a good time out here no matter what happens. Not that many professional runners that come to run Fredericton, if any, so we're all out here because we love to do it. Yeah, it looks like we got some runners on a break from intervals. Hi there.
We'll just circle back to the...
So I say we're about 36K. 36, 37. And I haven't rode a bike for a long time, so my legs are actually feeling this. Been out here for 2 hours, I guess. Another little road crossing that the Popo is usually here for us. All right, now you only got a 5K left. And who can't run a 5K hard? Well, a lot of people, but us runners, we can do it. You're so close. Just don't give up. Never give up. So 35 on the watch, 36, 37, 38K probably on the marathon distance. And you can see this is just straight sailing, baby. Nice and flat, nice and clear, this section. Sometimes you can feel a little wind here, but you still have a little bit of coverage. All right, just gonna save a little battery here because it looks a lot the same here the last little bit. I'll be back in a second. All right, we are back to the little fork in the road where you kind of go out to the trail to the left here to do your first part of the marathon on this side, and then we just go straight back There we go. So you go straight through this section this time. And it is so close now. You're coming back into downtown Freddy. Lots of people around usually here. More walkers on the trail too, because it's later in the day during the marathon. So you're kind of dodging some people at this point too. But you get to go over the Bill Thorpe walking bridge, which is kind of fun. But you're definitely dodging people. See a straight shot here again. Right over the bridge. And if it's a windy day, you can really start to feel it here. But check out the water. Nice and calm today. And what a cool part about the marathon. Going over the classic, famous Bill Thorpe walking bridge. Such a cool part of the trail system here in Fredericton. Not only people that you have to dodge, but sometimes dog turds as well. But you're so damn close to the finish line here. Almost 37, so yeah, you're down to about 2.5K. Actually, probably less once we get off the bridge. Actually. And we got a big group of people here, which is cool. Well, I think they're walking for a cause, maybe a mental health cause. Oh, watch out. Thanks. And a little busy section. Lots of pups, lots of kids. Now I'll try to cruise around here quickly. And you heard a little French there. You might not know that there's a huge French population here in Fredericton. There's actually French schools, and another cool part about the capital city. And now we're really on the home stretch. I've probably said that a few times, but my gosh, we're close. It's about just gonna cruise right through here. And you can kind of feel the energy here. People know the race is almost done, so they're usually really rooting you on at this point, which is really fun. Thank you. And here we go. You see that brick? Actually, you probably can't see it in the wide angle, but the right that we take to the finish line is right up here. And there's usually a crowd of people right up here going, yeah, let's go. There was a girl just pumping her arms and screaming at me last time I ran the marathon here. She's like, yeah, you're there, go, go, go. And you take a big right, and you can see the finish line. They got bleachers out here, the crowd's going crazy. It's kind of lined up with people here. You turn on the jets. Last year I yelled at a girl, I told her let's race, and she actually beat me because I had no legs left. finish line is right around here. It's much more exciting than what we're doing right now, but yeah, could be that green mark right there actually. Got the aid station here. This is all filled with little massage tables, snacks you can get after the race. But yeah, the halfway mark. So the part that we missed here is a part where I'm just gonna avoid that car because I don't know how to drive a bike on the road, to be honest. I'm from a small town. It's a 4-way stop, so I'm gonna go, I think, the right away. Yeah, you take a left here. Over here there's a lane, so there'll be people telling you to stay to your right instead of going over the finish line when you're coming back for the halfway mark. And you come down this way. Coming down this way, and you're still riding a bit of a high when you come back the first time, because the half marathoners are finishing, so people are cheering you through there, and they're finishing, and you're like, what? I gotta run another whole bunch, another freaking half marathon. Actually, and I just want to check if they haven't changed this, but normally we go right up here past the apartment buildings. And yeah, this is the same as always. There's usually a person here telling you to get back on the trail system right here. So you take a bit of a left. The University of New Brunswick is up here on your right. And you're back on trail here. Take another left and another left. So you can see the sign. And hopefully my battery doesn't die here, but you'll kind of get a good idea where you're at here, because we're just returning back to the trail we just came down. But I guess this time you'll kind of be returning for the first time, which is cool. And yeah, so that's where we came in. And we're back here. Do not take this left. You just keep going straight when you're running the full. And yeah, that's basically the Freddy Marathon. Thanks for tuning in.